Hi, welcome to Bonita's Kitchen and thank you for joining us. I'm excited to bring this recipe to you today for a no crust apple pie dessert. Now this recipe was given to me by my friend Trixie, and thank you Trixie for all of those recipes you've shared with us here and we've shared them with our viewers here on YouTube. This recipe was a recipe that was put in the Pools Cove Cookbook here in Newfoundland and Labrador for the come home year. So it's pretty special and we're excited to share it with you. So if this interests you, stick around and let's get started. Bonita's Kitchen, to yours. So now there's only a few simple ingredients in this recipe, and one you can whip up just before your company comes. And Trixie was saying that it's 3 cups of chopped apples. I got 5 apples here and I think I'd only need to use 4 of them. I'm using a Macintosh, but you use the apple that's in season or your favorite. Again, eggs, I'm using brown sugar. It said sugar, so the recipe, you decide what sugar you like. I like the brown sugar because it gives it a nice caramel taste. We got flour, salt, baking powder. We got some nutmeg that I'm adding into it because I love adding nutmeg when I'm putting cinnamon with my apples. So now let's cut these up and show you how to put this delicious recipe together. Now, if you like leaving the peel on the apple, you could leave it on. I usually cut it off when I'm making apple pie or anything with baked apples. I'm just using my paring knife and giving it a light skimming. You could use a vegetable peeler or whatever you got on hand to do so. You can cut it in wedges or you can cut it in little cubes. So this recipe, like I said, there's no fuss and it's quick and easy for putting together if you want a quick dessert, if you're expecting company or apple season and you got apples and you don't know what to do with them. You're going to make this dessert and you're not going to make that regular apple pie anymore. So again, we like to do a shout out to Trixie for sharing another beautiful recipe with us, and for the Pools Cove come on.
We'll say a big old hello to everybody in Pools Cove.
Yeah, we've done recipes from Pools Cove with the plums. They're plums in the fall of the year. We got plum jelly, and I mean you can do so much, of course, with those delicious little apples and plums and stuff coming from, but we don't have no trees. We got no fruit trees at all, but we do enjoy getting gifts from our friends, neighbors and family when they want to share theirs with us. So now back to this. I'll finish cutting up these apples and I'll show you how quick this is to put together. So like I was saying, this is just a light skimming that I'm doing here. I usually, and then take any of the bruising off there from the apple, and I'm just holding it like this and just taking little small wedges. So that's all we need to do there. So now what we're going to do first, I'm going to take the 3/4 cup of brown sugar and I'm going to toss in there. Now I usually put it into a bowl so as I make sure that there's no shells going into it. So I'll do this one just in case, because then I don't have to be picking the shells out. So 2 eggs, and now I'm going to whisk those together. So you're just going to give this a light whisking just to combine those 2 ingredients. And I'm using, like I was saying, a brown sugar, but you could use a white granulated sugar or a sugar of choice. This gives it a nice caramel taste. So after you've mixed those 2 ingredients together, now you're going to take your apples and toss in there with it and just give it a toss around in that sugar and egg mixture. So now comes the rest of our ingredients. We got a 1/2 teaspoonful of sea salt. You could use a salt of choice. I'm going to put in a 1/4 teaspoonful of nutmeg. And I'm going to toss in there 3/4 of a cup of all-purpose flour. Now I'm using a white flour. You could use whatever flour that you enjoy using, I guess. Wheat, the gluten-free, whatever. This is 1.5 teaspoonfuls of baking powder. Toss that in there, and as well toss it around. So now all you need is a pie pan, and put this is the only butter you're going to use. It's just grease the bottom of your pan. And now what we're going to do, we're going to take all of this mixture and we're going to toss into the pan. Take every little taste and put in there. So just spread that out into your pan. So a no crust apple pie dessert. Now how lovely did that sound? And again, we can't thank our friend enough for sharing this one with us and giving it all to you guys to enjoy as well. This is about, I'm going to say, about 1/2 teaspoonful of cinnamon just to put over the top of that pie. Now I'm going to tell you how long to bake it for. Now look how easy that was to prepare. So now you're going to preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit, and you're going to pop this in the middle rack and let it bake anywhere from 20 to 30 minutes. You'll see it's a nice golden brown and it's risen a little and so ready. The smell is so delicious and it's ready to come out. So I'll show you mine when it's ready. Our no crust apple pie dessert is baked. Now let's come in a little closer and have a look. Now just look at this delicious no crust apple pie dessert. Now I'm going to cut into it. It's nice and soft. It almost reminds me of a nice baked pudding. The apples just is nice and soft, and the texture is something that I just love. You know, it's got that soft apple texture, and just look on the inside. Yum. Now I'm going to have a little taste. Now this is it. This is how quick and easy it is to make this no crust apple pie dessert. And again, whip it up just before your company is going to come, and then you can just pop it in the oven while you're having your supper and have a little taste. Drop the fork, delicious. The tenderness of those apples, softness of the bake all together, and I think it's like 6 or so slices in there, so it'd be great for a family of 6, or in my case for a family of 2 from me and Raymond, because we didn't have much of the pie available after we made it. Oh my gosh, so good. 2 thumbs up, and thank you for the recipe, Trixie. So I'm going to leave this recipe with you in under this video. The original one don't have the nutmeg, and Trixie said she had put vanilla in hers and she liked it. I didn't put it in this. I used the nutmeg, but again, you might find something that you like to add to it that would be appealing with apples, and you just fill your boots on that, because we love when you make changes that meet your dietary needs. If you can't find a recipe in under this video, send us a message at bonitakitchen@gmail.com. Visit our Facebook page or pop by to our website www.bonitaskitchen.com, and don't forget to sign the newsletter and sign up with the newsletter, and we will send you notifications every week we post a new video. So now I'm going to get back and finish that piece of pie and have my cup of tea and pour up Raymond some and a piece for him. We are going to... We're not going to take any more of your time. We do know it's precious. We're going to thank each and every one of you for stopping by here today, and as well thank each and every one of you for liking, sharing, subscribing to our videos over this past 10 years. We so appreciate it. So on behalf of myself, Raymond, and our team, and from our kitchen to yours,
you have a wonderful day.
Join us by the sea, a journey in culinary, always an open door. Bonita's kitchen to yours. Bonita's kitchen.
If you're visiting Newfoundland, Labrador, don't forget to check out my hometown of Pools Cove and join us again on Bonita's Kitchen.